Hello friends, welcome to Easy GST for You video tutorials. I am your host Girish Kulkarni and I welcome you all to today's discussion about composite supply and a mixed supply. So you must have heard these two terms quite a few times by now, and these are very essential terms introduced in new taxation regime, that is GST. It is of importance that we should thoroughly understand what is a composite supply and what is a mixed supply. First, we will start with the composite supply, or rather we will start with the reason behind introducing these two concepts. So we all know that GST Act has a taxable event as a supply, that is supply of goods or services or both, and for every commodity or every service there is a defined rate at which the tax needs to be levied. So we have that rate schedule with us. So it is very simple that for which goods or for which service which tax rate needs to be applied. But practically the scenario may not be so simple as it looks from that angle, but it might be complicated. For example, at times there will be incidences where two or more commodities, two or more services, or a combination of goods and services is supplied, and that is a taxable event. So there comes a question, which rate needs to be applied? Okay, so these two concepts, composite and mixed, have been introduced. So what is a composite supply? A composite supply will naturally mean that a supply of two or more goods or services or combination of both which are naturally bundled with each other, and those are generally supplied in conjunction with each other in the course of business. So to give a classic example of how a composite supply works, we will take the illustration has itself been given in the Act in the definition section, which is also a new thing, wherein goods supplied along with insurance and transportation is considered as a composite supply, wherein goods is a principal supply and insurance and transport are subsidiary supplies. So as we understood, as we discussed, that these terms have been introduced from the basic concept of applying which rate needs to be applied, and hence the rate of the principal supply in case of composite supply needs to be applied in this case. So the example which we took, goods supplied along with insurance and transportation service, the principal supply being goods, the rate of goods will be applied to the whole contract. So now what is a mixed supply? So mixed supply is again a supply of two or more goods or services or combination of both, but none of which is a principal, or none of which supply is a principal kind of a supply. To take an easy example, if we go to a supermarket and we see a package which is there with a toothbrush and toothpaste, then that neither of them is a principal supply, and principal supply will change from person to person as to what is the intention of coming of a person there and buying either brush or a toothpaste. So say for example, assume the rate of toothbrush is 12% and toothpaste is 18%, then the highest rate will be applicable for the whole package. I am assuming that the package of toothbrush and toothpaste, if bought together, it is displayed at a single price. So this concept of mixed supply and composite supply will naturally come into existence when there is one price which has been applied for the package of two or more goods or services or both. So in the second example of toothbrush and toothpaste, we saw that none of the supply is a principal or a predominant nature supply, and hence the highest rate of those among those goods or services should be applied to the whole contract. So whether a supply of works contract or say restaurant is a composite or a mixed supply, the answer is no, because in GST works contract has been specifically defined as service, and also restaurant activity has been separately defined as a service. So those are not to be considered as composite supply. Naturally, yes, those are composite supply, but in GST those are to be specifically considered as a separate service, and accordingly those should be taxed. Going forward, mixed supply and composite supply, those should be considered as and when the situation comes. So for example, for a composite supply, deciding what is a predominant nature supply is a task, and which might lead to certain litigation in this regard. So deciding which is a principal supply and applying the rate of principal supply in case of composite supply is very important task and should be done in a proper manner after understanding the complete contract. So thank you friends for watching this video on composite supply and mixed supply. I hope you have liked this video. So don't forget to subscribe to our channel Easy GST for you and keep watching. Thank you so much.